you so much. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lopez.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Bazemore at the 3 spot.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo kicks to Matthews. Here's Bledsoe. Lopez right side. Ball's knocked loose. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Good hands by Lillard. You cannot get lazy or he'll pick your pocket and go the other way.
Brent, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Middleton the pass to Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times the D has no choice but to foul him.
And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
And he makes the first. Brent, as the season goes on, and here we are about halfway through, are players' roles still evolving?
Not the starters at this point, Kevin. They're pretty much
set. They are what they are.
They are set in their ways, and they're set in the minutes that they're going to be playing. What the coaches are trying to find are unique combinations that might have to be on the floor because circumstances from the other team are dictating so. So which are my lineups that I can have out there that defensively I'm going to shut down great guard play? Which of the lineups do I have to have out there in order for us to have enhanced shooting ability for a stretch of minutes? Which ones are going to speed my team up to put pressure on the opposition? I think that's where it is that coaches are trying to do a little bit of tweaking.
Lopez against Whiteside. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. He can't get it to go. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Kings in Sacramento. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Matthews against McCollum. Lillard from outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Matthews. It's good from long range.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Lillard outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And Matthews kicks to Middleton. Pass to Giannis. From 13, the shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Chris Middleton's an interesting story. I remember when he signed his first extension and talking to, at that time, his head coach, Jason Kidd, that Chris was dealing with living up to the contract. I think after that first season went by, he settled back down. It got him into a position to earn this second contract. And now he knows where he belongs. He knows how important he is to the Milwaukee Bucks and their continued success and striving towards a championship for the city.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Pass to Lillard. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And for Middleton, he was drafted in the second round by Detroit. Brent, they sent him to the G League, which he says was the turning point for him.
Well, I think he just got hungrier and realized there was a self-awareness part of this, that he needed to grow and he needed to maybe adjust some of his work habits. Went from an overlooked second-round pick to an NBA All-Star, Kevin. I would call that great focus. And now he wants to be a consistent performer on a nightly basis to lead this team to championship level.
Free throw good, McCollum.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now, Kevin.
So he makes one of two as the second one misses.
Well, the Bucks are in a good spot with a young superstar entering his prime.
And they like the fact that this core has more potential in it. It wasn't just a one-hit wonder as they committed to Lopez. They committed to Chris Middleton. And now they think that they can take the next step with Giannis's growth.
Bazemore passes to McCollum. Back to Bazemore. The pass to Carmelo. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything stands out west. And look at Portland. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
And Bazemore kicks to Lillard. McCollum outside. Lets it go. And he hits the jump shot. McCollum's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And here is Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento. Over Anthony. Antetokounmpo, no good.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Back to Anthony. He dishes it to Lillard. Matthews with the steal. He kicks it to Middleton. Passes to Giannis. From outside the arc, Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Milwaukee leading by 8. Middleton, the pass to Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 5 now.
Well, defenders have to worry about the drive so much that they might be reluctant to close out far enough. Giannis recognized space, drilled it.
It's McCollum on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lillard against Bledsoe. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Try to prevent Bledsoe from charging inside. Easier said than done. Once he sees the lane, pretty much over for the defense.
Pass to Bazemore. Back to McCollum. Shoots over Matthews. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Middleton on the wing, covered by Anthony. Takes it down to Middleton. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Offline with his 3. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Bazemore finds Lillard. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Buries the corner 3. And it's a 12-point Milwaukee lead.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And Brent, when you watch Eric Bledsoe go to the rim, you just have to admire what an incredible finisher he is.
Well, Bledsoe, I think, has always relied on the fact that his physical stature, not in terms of his height at 6'1", but his width and strength allows him to go in there and be a bit of a bulldog, to get contact and to make things happen. So never has shied away from that.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Whiteside. Hezonja comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Little, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Here is Tolliver, covered by Giannis. Connaughton passes to Hill. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
A nice shot by Simons. Bucks leading by 10. Hill looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And again, the Bucks miss.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Now here's McCollum. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you talk about shot makers, C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And so McCollum nails both of them. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Timberwolves. Here's Antetokounmpo, and good that time. Giannis has got 7.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Right side Hill. Now the pass to Connaughton. Three-pointer. A rebound by Hazanya. Trailblazers trail by 10. Passes it to Simons. Back to Hazanya. Portland again missing. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Connaughton kicks to Hill. 1:22 left here in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over McCollum. The offensive rebound. Fader on the way. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. 9 points in the game so far.
Oh, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Pass to Tolliver. Lets the three fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Floats it up for Giannis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
McCollum outside. Hazanya on the wing. The three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Bucks lead by 15. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Hazanya out there with Little. And there's Anthony Tolliver, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. I often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. He hits the second from the line.
It's very efficient and a well-tuned offense for the Bucks. They drive, they kick, they get open threes. Second in the league last year, as that was Mike Budenholzer's biggest change in threes.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And with the Bucks in their offense, Brent, it all starts with Giannis.
Starts with Giannis, and that might have got them into trouble last year. They could maybe use another creator in a way where a guy can manufacture his own points. Who knows? Maybe that's growth within. Maybe that's Chris Middleton as he tries to improve his game, or Eric Bledsoe in some way. But the team does need a little bit more dynamism on the offensive end. Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Trailblazers trail by 19. Simons the pass to Hazanya. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, you talk about role players with attitude and confidence. Brent, you're talking about Hazanya.
Still so many people intrigued about Hazanya and his ability to play in the NBA. It seems like the situations that he's been in have not been ideal. So an opportunity here in Portland to show how he can fit into a system and how he can consistently perform.
The first one falls.
And the game plan against the Blazers, the last few postseasons has been trapping Lillard and McCollum and forcing someone else to beat you.
Yeah, and you wonder if this is an opportunity for Zach Collins to really step into his own, along with Nurkic, who last year was injured during the playoffs, so that there can be some points and contributions coming from your power forward and center position. That'll ease some pressure on your backcourt.
Milwaukee leading by 17. Hill passes to Lopez. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. You look at the Bucks, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
And right now for the Bucks, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year, and they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
It's a great point, GA. I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
And that one drops for him. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Outside Korver. Now here's Ilyasova. Not a lot of room. The pass to Connaughton. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Trailblazers trail by 17. Hazanya, the pass to Lillard. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5.
This is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner. And right now, he's gunning from deep range.
Bounce pass from Hill. Here's Lopez. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The rebound by the Bucks.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Korver passes to Hill. Back to Korver. Hill against Lillard. From the arc. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Mario Hezonja. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Bledsoe comes in for George Hill. Now Lillard, 20 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Bledsoe dishes to Lopez for the three. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Lillard outside. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Passes it to Ilyasova. Back to Middleton. Outside for Bledsoe. Just 5 on the clock. To end the drought, another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Eric Bledsoe connecting from there. When he's making that sort of stuff, you can see the confidence grow.
Passed a little. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Little's got his first 2 points.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And here we go with Anthony running it up the court, and Lillard throws it down.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why at that time he found the open teammate.
Bledsoe passes to Ilyasova. Outside Korver. Lopez outside. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 9. Down low. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo getting up there at 6'8", rising up and getting to the rim for the throwdown.
Bledsoe with it. He's got 10. And Whiteside sends it back. Pass to Trent. Lets it go with a 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight. Lillard against Bledsoe. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Antetokounmpo.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Brett, there may be more of an emphasis on team defense than ever before. Who are some of the better help defenders that you've scouted in the NBA?
I put Rudy Gobert #1 on this list because when you think about help defense, usually you're yelling it from the perimeter. And the reason that you're yelling it, Kevin, is that the player that you were trying to instruct or move a certain way has gotten by you. And the help call out is for somebody to be at the basket.
Yeah,
Rudy Gobert does that better than anybody in the league. That's why the Utah Jazz have a chance to grow and go deeper into the playoffs. They got a back line of defense in Gobert that's pretty tremendous.
You love the guys, and Beverly might be in this category, and Smart might be in this category. They can guard down low. They give a little hedge out top, and then they get back down again where they're supposed to be.
Well, those guys do a great job of harassing out there, Kevin.
Yes,
So it's a little bit different in terms of help defense, on-ball defense, the way that Beverly and Marcus Smart and Paul George to that end are able to pester guys. That's one thing, but I'm yelling help because something's gone terribly wrong. Give me Gobert to fix that.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
a moment now to look at the numbers for Brook Lopez. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 10 points a game, almost 3 blocks and 4 rebounds. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
Yeah, over this whole last stretch of games, he's been shutting down the lane with total authority. Impressive stuff.
And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. Bledsoe against Lillard. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And that one goes long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And there's Lillard on the assist by Anthony. Lillard's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by McCollum. Right side against Lopez. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Anthony. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bledsoe for 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Lillard looking around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Well, Damian Lillard and his commitment to not only the way that he wants to play and wants to improve, but his commitment to Portland and this city and this franchise has been nothing short of remarkable.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lillard. Brent, you think about Lillard's value not just to the Blazers, but to the entire community of Portland, Oregon. Outstanding.
Always great, Kevin, to see a superstar take it off the floor and want to make impacts in the community. Lillard has been amazing at the job that he's done here in Portland and has stayed committed to where this franchise wants to go and trying to bring a championship to the Northwest. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Back to Bledsoe. Giannis outside. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 4 assists in the game. Lillard outside. Puts it up. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
That one is off.
Eric Bledsoe bounced around a little bit in the early part of his career under the tutelage of Chris Paul when he first came into the league. Seems like he's found a home here and very much settling into his role.
And he sinks the second. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers, trailing by 4. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. McCollum passes to Whiteside. McCollum dishes to Lillard. To the middle. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Hassan Whiteside on top. Brook Lopez is second.
I mean, those two have been playing some special low-post defense, and a lot of the shots I've seen them sliding away aren't easy to get to.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. That one drops for him. And it's an 8-point Milwaukee lead.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
McCollum finds Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. Just 3 to shoot. Portland no good that time either.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender, who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long three.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Hassan Whiteside. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. First in rebounding, first in blocks, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Here's Simons. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And they get it. Whiteside trying to break free. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. Lets it go from deep. And another three for Milwaukee.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Giannis. Anthony with the bucket.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Matthews against Bazemore. Floats one up, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's McCollum. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
To the wing on the left. Bledsoe for three. A shot off that time. And so we wrap up the first half. Bucks ahead, leading by 9. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, your guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Well, I think our activity, hopefully in the pick and rolls, is making it difficult on them, contesting every shot, denying just our activity in general.
High hands and quick feet. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 28 points, 4 steals, and 3 assists. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, the Greek Freak, he said in his interview that he's low-key. But you saw in the first half, he got that rare inner passion for the game. Kind of like Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan. They just destroy you quietly.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
Well, the perimeter D, it's just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that higher percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Trailblazers trail by 9, setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5, down low. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. To the paint. And Lopez throws it down.
Well, Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Right side inside. Lopez is there. A floater, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
That free throw good from Lillard.
Well, you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants.
Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Lopez has got 4 this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Matthews against McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Tuesday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's foul number 2 for him. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And Bazemore kicks to Whiteside. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from free throw range.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
The pass to McCollum. And here's Whiteside. McCollum left side. Here's Lillard. Drops in the layup for 2. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's capable of lighting a fuse and putting on a fireworks show. He'll do it in any building. Tonight he's got it going.
Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 5 assists tonight.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
McCollum outside. Latray buries it from three-point range. McCollum's got 15.
That's a nice J off the pass there. CJ's shot has a great release point, and when he squares up like that, Kevin, you can count it.
Matthews scanning the floor. From down in the low post, it goes. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Passes it to Bazemore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And given how athletic Bazemore is, he always does a phenomenal job drawing contact on those kinds of shots.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
The first one falls for him.
You go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons, where they've placed in the Western Conference.
Catching up on the changes for Portland, Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Little in for Carmelo Anthony.
Bazemore is an athletic player who continues to try to evolve his game. He gets out into transition. That's when you're going to get Bazemore at his best.
Well, you know, Brent, you've got to give a lot of credit to the Blazers front office, continuing to fortify this roster with under-the-radar acquisitions.
Interesting adjusting around a couple of albatross contracts to now have a team that's capable at positions that a lot of teams are trying to fill. That's the wing position.
And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for Portland. And that one misses. Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age, and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
Pass to Ilyasova. Portland grabs the miss.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
And he knocks down the first one. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Giannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Antetokounmpo does such a great job of using all he has at his disposal, which is mostly his frame in drawing contact.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Bucks. And both free throws good for Giannis. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard the pass to Little. Here's Trent. He has 5. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
Here's Trent. Here's Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Giannis Antetokounmpo. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 23 points per, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Lillard. Milwaukee with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And here are the best transition teams in the NBA. We're looking at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Bucks #1.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense, and these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
Outside Hill. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose to the left side wing. Connaughton, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Here's Lillard. He's got 24. To the inside. And finish off by Hazonia.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Got a piece of it. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball. Little gets the bucket.
He's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And here is Hazonia. He has 6. The feed now to Lillard. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks leading by 7. Outside Hill. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hill's got 10.
Well, sometimes being long and athletic can help you finish through contact. George Hill with a great job there.
Here's Trent. He's guarded by Hill. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Hill.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
And the first one at the line is good. Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so he'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
George Hill recognizing when his man was open, an effective pass that time.
Simons, the pass to Hazanya. Pass to Simons. Here is Tolliver. 5 on the clock. Count that bucket. He has 6. Bucks leading by 7. DiVincenzo passes to Corver. Outside Hill. Lets a floater go. Here's the break. They get a hand on it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he makes the first. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. He's perfect from the line this time. Bucks leading by 5. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Hill. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Well, he's not a locked-in starter these days, but Brent, George Hill can be effective off the bench.
Comes in at the 1 or the 2 guard position, can guard the 1 through 3 positions, and because of George Hill and his massive amount of playoff experience, there's a lot of confidence in the coaching staff to get George out on the floor, and that he's going to make the right play at the right time.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let him hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Lopez is checked in. McCollum right side. There's the pass to Simons. Now here's McCollum. Guarded closer. Chalk up 2 there. McCollum's got 19 points.
Well, there's some confidence from CJ right there. Just so comfortable, even under pressure. Hard to stop when he gets into the paint.
And he gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Here is Tolliver. He has 6. Here's Anthony. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And the basket by Hill.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Simons surveying the D. McCollum outside. Fires for 3. And the Trailblazers another 3.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And Lopez has it in the corner. Floats it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Signs of Antetokounmpo really figuring things out. His offense starting to look more and more natural.
Here's Simons. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Tolliver. And it's sent back by Lopez. Clock at 4. And here's McCollum for 3. He's off on that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there. Blows right past the D.
McCollum outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, he coined the name himself last season. Brent, are you willing to call Brook Lopez Splash Mountain?
I am, but I think Brook Lopez was also looking for some kind of deal so that him and his brother could get free rides for the rest of their lives.
That free throw, no good.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Little. The Bucks also with the sub. Matthews is checked in. And the second free throw, good. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by 11. Stolen by McCollum. Inside, Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Kicks it to Lopez. Outside Hill. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And now Portland on the break. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from McCollum.
That is some touch right there shown by CJ, anticipating he was going to get bumped, but still had his eyes on the prize, Kevin.
Count that one. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Bucks lead by 9. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Bucks leading by 9. They've got Kent Bazemore, Anthony out there with Whiteside. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
That's great signs to see Chris Middleton get up just like that.
The Trailblazers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Pass to Whiteside. Now here's Anthony. Pass to McCollum. They double him with Matthews. Bazemore on the wing. Over Middleton. Bazemore misses. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Simons the pass to Whiteside. McCollum outside. Shoots from 12. And he overshot that one, missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Bucks.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Middleton, no good on the free throw.
The versatility Middleton offers up is exceptional. A capable defender, a good scorer, an effective shooter. Those are the kind of switchblade players that coaches love.
They recover it. Here's McCollum. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Simons. Down low to end the run, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Giannis. Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simmons. And so he makes both from the line.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Lillard against Bledsoe. McCollum feeling it out a bit. That three off the mark.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Lopez with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. Giannis is doubled. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
How about Lopez inside showing some smooth, fluid moves?
If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow.
Take a break.
First of all,
take a break.
I think you get to fly on
shots.
a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yes.
So sign me up
with
for that job.
courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted. And I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. Here's Middleton. A second chance effort. Good work defensively by Anthony. For Portland, they've gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. Disastrous start to the period. Portland, no good that time either.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Giannis. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Matthews against McCollum. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 27 points.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Whiteside. Lillard with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. And the rejection by Giannis. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Sterling Brown comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Korver in for Wesley Matthews. That's tipped. Lopez with the steal. From downtown, Korver, no luck.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Here's Azania. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, we're talking about home court advantage. Do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. DJ Wilson comes in for Antetokounmpo. That one misses. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's McCollum. Softly drops in the floater. McCollum's got 15 points in just the second half. Outside Korver to the paint. Here's Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
Pass to Whiteside. And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Portland. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for DJ Wilson. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Sterling Brown. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Bucks leading by 20. To the inside, and to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Lillard against Bledsoe. And there's the pass to Tolliver. Takes a 3. Good on the triple. 11 points for Nasir Little.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
For 3, Bledsoe. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Connaughton, and the shot goes in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Unselfish play there by Bledsoe. Does a great job scanning, noticing somebody's open, get them the ball.
To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not
NBA.
In today's game, and not with what's at stake.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
Pull the trigger.
Lillard from outside, and the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 33 points.
Well, he makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 20. Lillard outside. McCollum finds Whiteside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Middleton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Passes to Bledsoe. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by McCollum. And the Bucks miss again. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Lopez has got 7 now in this quarter.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Stolen by Bledsoe. They double team Bledsoe. It's stolen by Little. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple of years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time. And that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Lillard outside. There's the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 38 points for Damian Lillard.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Giannis against Anthony. Pass to Connaughton. Now here's Bledsoe. Here's the floater. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. DJ Wilson comes in for Chris Middleton. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Azania. Sweet little floater.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Wilson the pass to Antetokounmpo. And another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Now Hazonia. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.